All right, welcome back to another video. I am in Allentown, Pennsylvania right now, standing at the Central Lanta bus hub. And today I am going to be doing something pretty ambitious. And if you look at like Google Maps, you might not even realize that it's possible because it involves a transit agency that doesn't publish their GTFS data, or as far as I know, even have it. So we're going to be going from Allentown all the way to New York City on local transit only. And so we're going to be using Lanta, we're going to be using Warren County, New Jersey Transit, and New Jersey Transit itself. And then, of course, we're going to go to New York somehow at the end of all of this. I'm not exactly sure how I'm going to do it yet. Could be on NJT, could be on PATH, could be on something else. I have no idea. But at the very least, I've got my path mapped out at least as far as Hoboken. So we'll see how that goes. All right, we are on the EBS Blue Line headed eastbound to the Easton Intermodal Transit Center. This is a very long bus route, by the way. It takes over an hour, and hopefully we stay on time. It's not going to be that interesting, but I'll try to take a couple of shots of anything interesting out the window that I see. I hate window dots so much. So we just finished passing through Bethlehem, and now there is a considerably longer wait until we get to Easton. So yeah.
A little later.
All right, so we're about 25 minutes out from Easton, and the bus is running about 5 to 10 minutes late, which is okay, but a little tight for me. But thankfully, this whole trip has such incredibly loose margins that, like, even if we don't make it and I miss my next connection, there is another one that I can catch, and it's still going to be good. So, like, I'm not worried that this trip's going to fail, but, you know, I would rather get, you know, on my next bus sooner rather than later, because I'll have to wait like an hour if I miss this, which will suck, but it's not the end of the world. All right, as we start to enter downtown Easton, the bus is now running about 12 minutes late, I think, something like that. Which, yeah, it's going to make my connection to my next bus pretty tight, but honestly, I'm not even sure how on time the next bus is going to be. There's no way to track it. There's no tracking system at all, so I have no idea what's happening. I'll just make my way over there and see what happens. Okay, we have pulled into Easton Intermodal Transit Center at precisely 1 o'clock. And so now I just have to make my way over back around to the front of the building and start immediately making my way over to Phillipsburg, New Jersey, across the river. My bus is supposedly due to get to the stop nearest the bridge over to Phillipsburg in 15 minutes, Google says that it is approximately a 15-minute walk, so I do not have much time if I want to make that one. However, this bus is hourly, and I'm already going to have a gigantic time gap on the other side. I just want to, try to consolidate all my rest time in one spot. Hey, guess what's right here? I remember going to that like once as a kid when we were just passing through. I think I only went once, maybe twice. I don't remember. I was so young at the time. But yeah, it's interesting to come back here as an adult and see that again and sort of contextualize now that I am thoroughly urbanism pilled. What a nice location this is for it, as opposed to just, off some random highway exit. It's actually accessible to everyone who lives here, and it's walkable and everything, and that's great. Though I will say, 2 tobacco stores next to each other doesn't make a great impression. It is kind of chilly today, which is incidentally why I'm wearing this slick piece of merch that I just got from the SEPTA store. It seemed very appropriate for something like this, and I'll probably continue to use it, at least until it gets really cold. All right, this is the bridge over the river to Phillipsburg. So yeah, just gotta wait till that light turns red, and then I can go across. There's a plaque up there that says 1795 to 1895. Was this bridge built in 1895? Maybe it was. Well, that's cool. Cool to see that it's still operating. Oh, and this is one of those little dinky New Jersey transit buses. They've got some Phillipsburg circulators that do cross over into Easton and make a stop at the Intermodal Transit Center. Their routes are really winding and circuitous and really stupid, actually. But it's interesting that they exist. They also don't have their fares tied in with the New Jersey Transit app, and you can't pay with a card or with any of the app or anything. It's really weird. It's cash only. I'm not sure I understand that, but yeah. And I guess this is the old train station for Phillipsburg, huh? And the tracks just kind of go this way. Oh, and there's even an old train car there. Somehow I didn't even notice that. Well, we're crossing over this way. So I have no idea where my bus theoretically is. So yeah, I have no idea. Well, there's a nice bus shelter right here. I'm guessing that's it. Either way, I'm going to sit down, dig around in my wallet for $1 in cash, which is the fare, and see if it shows up. Man, it would suck to have missed this bus because I really only got here with like 1 minute to spare. And so if the bus was running early, like at all, it's possible that I missed that. And I'm going to have to wait an hour. And if that's true, I'm not exactly sure where or what to do. I don't know. Maybe I could find a restaurant to eat at or something. I don't know. Either way, it is currently 1:15, and the next bus will come by here at 2:15. I mean, I'm still getting to Hackettstown really early, And that's really just the fault of the MNE not running very much. So we'll see what happens. I would say if the bus doesn't show up after about 15 minutes, I'm going to take a duck out of here and do something else. And then try to get back here 15 minutes early. I think I'm just going to do that. Yeah, because there's no tracking on these things. I have no idea where they are.
15 minutes later.
All right, I'm calling it. It's food time. I guess we're still going to get to Hackettstown like over an hour early. Now we do have like a 35-minute walk from where the bus is going to drop me off up to Hackettstown station, but yeah, this is totally fine.
A little later.
Okay, I just finished eating, and I'll say that was pretty good. Got to use the bathroom as well, which is extra good. And yeah, it's just after 2 o'clock, and so I am going to preemptively head on over back to the bus stop, where hopefully this time I will catch the bus as it comes in instead of missing it. So hit the cross button here, and the light just turned green, so yeah. All right, here we are once again at the bus shelter. This time I'm 15 minutes early.
20 minutes later.
All right, here's our bus. So these Route 57 shuttles that are not run by NJT actually like offer a decent amount of like supplementary service to complement the NJT buses like within Phillipsburg. I mean, it's not a lot. It's not like Phillipsburg is flush with transit or anything, but you know, this is kind of useful even if you're not going all the way out to Washington or Hackettstown. Oh yeah, we're just about to exit Phillipsburg. We're going to get on Route 57 eastbound and head out towards Washington here in a second. Everybody loves an ultra bumpy minibus. A real classic. So unfortunately, I'm not entirely sure that the bus to Hackettstown actually waits for us, which means that we may be waiting for like an hour at some random location in Washington, New Jersey. I don't know. We'll find out when we get there if there's a bus still waiting for us, but I'm not entirely confident that there will be one. So yeah, that's not fantastic. But thankfully, this trip has so much margin built into it that is still fine. So this is Warren County Community College, the penultimate stop for this bus. And it is 3 o'clock right now, which means that the Hackettstown bus may be leaving. So, yeah, we'll see when we get there. Super cool how we're stuck in some traffic, kind of stop and start, heading into Washington, and so we're getting later and later. Like, I'm not even sure if the bus should wait for us at this point, even if they were, like, supposed to. Because that would put them so far behind schedule on their next run over to Hackettstown. So, like, I don't know. All right, didn't realize it was here. I thought it was at Abilities. All right. Oh, fantastic. Okay. Okay, apparently, I have been told that the bus to Hackettstown is coming by here in like 2 minutes, and so they told me to get off here. Okay. So that's nice. We'll get there ahead of schedule anyways. I thought I was going to have to wait an hour. Apparently not. This is a pretty random looking intersection. Oh. It took a bit longer than expected for it to show up. It's more like 7 minutes, not 2. But I'm just happy that I'm going to get there quickly. Because this is about a 25 to 30 minute bus ride. And so, yeah, I'll be there in plenty of time. This is kind of cool. It's kind of nice that this service even exists at all, even if it is a little bit improvised. I don't know if that's just road quality or if the bus is genuinely just less bouncy. Hard to disentangle those variables, but yeah, this one's definitely smaller, but a bit of a nicer ride. Again, not sure whose responsibility that is, but anyways. Just traveling alongside fields and the occasional subdivision, and yeah, pretty rural here. Thank you. Okay, so this is as far as I can go. This Lowe's, which is approximately a 30-minute or 30 to 35, probably 30 for me because I walk fast, 30-minute walk from Hackettstown train station. And as it turns out, we now have 70 minutes to make that walk, so that is going to be no trouble at all. I'll actually save some time here. Let me cut across this parking lot. I have a rough idea of where I'm going, and yeah, it's not going to be that bad of a walk. Just over a mile, I believe, and yeah, we'll get there in plenty of time, and then we'll catch our train. We're going to catch the M&E line from Hackettstown, probably taking it to Hoboken. And that's a very, very, very long train ride, but that is the key piece to this puzzle that we have to make. I believe there's one trip after this, but that would result in me getting back to Philly really late, so I don't want to do that. I really want to make this one that's at like 4:50 p.m. or something like that. I really want to make that. So that's what we're doing. And I don't think we're going to have any trouble with that at all. I just hope that it doesn't get canceled or something. I don't know. Things can always go wrong at some point when you're stringing together such a delicate sequence of transfers. Just hope that's not the case today. We got very lucky with the Warren County shuttles, where even though the first one was running really, really late, and I don't think they intentionally wait for each other, I guess the drivers coordinated between themselves to have us get off early and transfer because they knew that we were continuing to Hackettstown. So yeah, there was the one other person who was on with me also going to Hackettstown. So yeah, just gonna make our way over to the train station now. It's probably gonna be a pretty boring walk. Hair everywhere. Anyways, obviously I'll compress that down for the video. Honestly, I don't really know why the shuttle can't connect to Hackettstown Station. It seems like a very obvious connection to try to make, but I don't know what goes on in these people's heads when they're planning these routes out. Maybe it would have made the route too long and they only had a limited number of vehicles to work with and all that stuff. I don't know. Because this thing is on what appears to be a 1 hour loop, 30 minutes out, 30 minutes back. They might only have one vehicle for this part. And in that case, that would make a lot of sense. This kind of smart, mixed-use, walkable urbanism is tragically commonplace in many American cities. All right, we are coming up on the railroad tracks, and the station is going to be down to our left. I'm not sure if we can see it from here. Somewhere down there. Yeah, I don't know if I can say anything, but yeah, it's down there somewhere. And yeah, we're just crossing over the tracks because I want to hit up a convenience store, get a snack before heading over there. So, all right, snacks in hand. Let's head down to Hackettstown Station. I think I see a sign that says Hackettstown Station on it, and that's a pretty welcome sight. So yeah, I don't know what's the deal with where the train actually is. I don't know if they park it here. I guess not. Or if it'll be arriving from the other direction. Maybe. I don't know. I have no idea how this works. But yeah, this is the terminus of the line. And yeah, we're going to take this all the way in. Which of course means I'm going to be charged the maximum fare. Yada, yada, yada. But, you know, hey, after arriving in Allentown, the blue line was $2 and each of the Warren County shuttles was $1. So I spent $4 so far. Not that expensive.
A little later.
I think this is my train. Can we get on? Okay. They let us on 15 minutes early. It's really quiet in here. There's like 2 other people on this train. All right. Don't worry, the camera's not blurry. The window is genuinely just this foggy. But on that side, you can see a bit more clearly. We just pulled out of Hackettstown. And yeah, we have like, what, an hour and a half, 2 hours to go?
A little later.
All right, we are getting up to a decent speed here. And yeah, this is the penultimate leg of our trip. This will take us most of the way. Obviously, from Hoboken, there's a ton of options to get over to Manhattan. And I'll just pick whichever one works the best for me when I get there, which will probably be PATH, particularly because we did leave Hackettstown pretty much exactly on time. But we will see. And yeah, just got to settle in for the very, very, very long ride and sit back and enjoy that. And yeah, this is how you get from Allentown to New York City on local transit. It's actually not that many legs. Now, obviously, the Warren County transit buses are pretty dodgy in terms of, you know, reliability, timeliness, tracking. It's very informal, but it's possible. So yeah, I dare say, unless this train like breaks down or something, we've pretty much pulled it off.
Later.
All right, it is 1 hour and 45 minutes later, and we just passed Newark Broad Street, and it's getting pretty dark out the window. I can't really see too much, but yeah, we're rapidly approaching Hoboken, and when we get there, we will see at that time what we're going to do to get over to Manhattan, and whatever way that is, that will complete the video. All right, we're just pulling into Hoboken Terminal. And the question is now, there's a PATH train in 4 minutes. can I get it? I'm guessing the answer is no, because we are holding just short of the station. And I have no idea why. Oh, interesting. That train's over there going to Hackettstown. I've never been to Hoboken Terminal before. This is my first time. So yeah, we missed the boat on that PATH train, but there's another one in like 5 minutes. So I'm going to try to get down there. This does, however, mean that my plans to get home after this are going to be slightly more complicated. I was hoping that I could do the Trenton Shuffle, NJT to SEPTA. The problem is... Okay, where's PATH? This way. The problem is that there's just not enough time from here to make it to New York Penn before 7:20, which is when the train that I would have to be on leaves. So I'm just going to take PATH. I'll see about monitoring if that train is just late for some reason or something like that, but I'm pretty sure I can't make that. However, I did have a contingency, namely that I could take a bus home. And so that would require me to go to Port Authority, and I can just do that. Oh, good. Train's in 5 minutes. PATH can have some weird frequencies that are just bad, so... This is a long train. The other thing I want is a trash can to throw my soda bottle away in, but I'm not sure I'm going to get that. I'll take the very back car, because that's funny. Or I should say, this is probably the very front, actually. Isn't it? So this time, I'm only riding as far as 9th Street. I'm not going to 33rd Street. I'm just going to 9th Street, and then I'm going to transfer to the A line, I believe. Okay, so it turns out the A, C, and D trains will all work. So, I guess maybe I should just call it blue. Okay, well, technically we made it to New York. This isn't Penn Station, but we did do it. This is New York. Man, why am I hitting every single red pedestrian light? Just like in a row. Looks like I may have missed an entrance a bit further up, but there's one right here, so that's fine. God damn. This is the funniest thing I've ever seen. Oh my god. I don't condone vandalism, but that's funny as hell. Holy crap. Okay, this is 42nd Street. I'm going to make my way over to the Port Authority bus terminal. But now I just have to actually figure out what bus I'm actually going to be booking. I won't bore you with that though, because that is beyond the scope of this video. So yeah, hopefully you can simply be satisfied with the fact that I'm clearly in the heart of the New York City subway, and take that as a conclusion to this video. So that was Allentown to New York City on local transit only. We did it. Thanks so much for watching, and I will catch you next time. Bye bye.